He's right. That was a little funky.
Because I try to get all
Hey! Good time zone. Welcome to another wonderful Sunday. Well, I don't know if it's wonderful, you've got us here, but still
Welcome to another mediocre Sunday.
Yeah, there we go. That works. That's perfect.
You are watching us, so it can't be that good.
Right. You must have nothing to do with your Sunday. That's how that goes. But hey, you're here, so we'll take it.
Everybody, you're really, really bored in church, and you're just sneaking it with the little earbuds on one ear.
Right.
Slip up through the polo. In which case, high five, guys. Yay, sacrilege.
Yeah, none of us have ever done that, no.
Listen, I haven't been allowed in a church. My mother never took me to a church, and when I was 19, I had a girlfriend try to take me to church, so...
Yeah, I bet that was interesting.
I really didn't want to go. So, she forced me to go. So I made sure I would never, ever go back. And the priest is still a little scared of me. I went to my first confession, and it was fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. That's what we're
literally. He lives near my old house, so if I ever go back there and he sees me, he's just like.
Nice, that's awesome. Okay, well, for those of you who don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't know, but hey, you could be new here. It's a possibility. My name is Prowling_Panther, and the guy to your left, my right, would be Maxims. We normally would have a little white contrast dude in this picture somewhere, but he's actually lost in the woods.
I call him the dead pixel tester.
Yes.
Just pop him full screen, and then you know if you have any dead pixels in your screen.
Yes, indeed. But he's lost in the woods right now on a camping trip, apparently. Not necessarily that he's lost because he's blind. I'm sure that's a factor, but probably because he's just shit-faced drunk and has no fucking clue where he started off, let alone where the fuck he's at.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
I respect that.
Absolutely. It sounds like a good time. It does. Okay, so we're going to start off with games that we have played over the past couple of weeks.
You mean games that I have played?
Well, yeah, I've only got like one or two. I haven't really played many games, I'll be honest, yeah. Hey, a lot of shit's been going on, what can I say?
Listen, sitting around and playing with yourself doesn't count as a lot of shit going on.
Well, depends on how much you've been eating and how much shit you've had to take, and, you know. We're not going to get into that story. Anyways, Yeah, this
went in a direction I was not expecting.
Yeah, exactly. This just went to a horrible, horrible area. Wow, we look fucking pixelated as shit on the stream. What is up with that?
I blame your stream quality.
Why is my KBS only at like 300?
Yeah, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. What the hell?
Yeah, we probably look like ass. I blame our producer. He's really unprofessional. I had to yell at him this morning for his unprofessionalism, so...
Give me 1 minute. We're going to do a stop and start of the stream and see if we can get this fixed. I don't know what's going on. So just 1 second, guys. We'll be right back.
Whip it back out.
I don't know. We'll see if that's any better once it catches up with the video over there.
Yeah, that looks much better. Well, just KBS-wise.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. It was set for 2,000. It was only running 200. I have no idea why. I'm going to guess the update on OBS just freaked it out. Yeah, anyways. Yeah. Okay, so, yes, it does look a lot better.
On to games Max has played.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, good enough. Fuck it. Anyway, so yes, on to the games that we have played over the week, or that Max has played. I've only got like one of these games that I've played, so whatever.
And it's a game I put on there anyway, because I played it as well.
Right,
so.
Yeah, so it's one of those kind of things. Aggie, what's going on? Just don't move too fast, guys. Yeah, good luck with that, Ags.
Boop, 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 boop.
We're gonna do this all in slow motion.
Fair, I got a comfy couch. I mean, I could just sit here and stare.
Yeah, we're gonna do it all in slow motion. Fuck it. All right. So, anyways, Evoland trailer, or Evoland is what we're doing. We're gonna watch the trailer. Sorry.
Evoland is the first game we played because PP just kind of forgot what we were doing there. He's like, Evoland trailer. Wait, thing.
There's a thing, and the doodad, and the who-what's, and the who-dilly, right up the what's-a-pipe. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want to stick it up your what's-a-pipe. Anyway, Evoland is a very fun game. It's a short game. It's pretty simple. I blew through most of the game yesterday. I just need to finish it. But basically, you start off in like the most basic of like Game Boy style game, and as you get chests and stuff, you unlock aspects of games from later on in the era. So you go through like the original NES era, then you upgrade your music, and you upgrade your graphics, and you get HD graphic, and then you can eventually switch up to 3D and stuff like that, and it's got all sorts of video game references and stuff like that. There's one point where you're running around with a Final Fantasy VII Cloud Sword and things like that. It's just a huge self-referential game for the video game industry as a whole. And I gotta admit, it's a lot of fun. And I hear the second one is supposed to be fantastic. I haven't picked it up yet, but I'm looking to do that at some point. But it's a lot of fun. It's a silly little game. It changes the gameplay up a lot, so you don't really get bored with every gameplay style. Like, it goes from puzzles to JRPG attack to, like, you know, Zelda-style fighting to all over the place. It's a good game. I recommend it. If you see it on sale on Steam, because it goes on sale for like a couple bucks, definitely recommend picking it up.
There you go. All right. The next one. Let's see what it is. Oh, Borderlands 2. Now, I have played this before, so I know the game at least. I just haven't played it any time in the last... Let's not go there.
The problem is, I played it way too much.
Oh, I bet you did. I bet you did. How long were you on this one? For like 18 hours straight or something?
Well, no, I don't mean just last night. I mean in general.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, if you remember the way Borderlands worked, as you level up your characters and do stuff and get, like, achievements and things like that, you get badass token. So, I've leveled up so many characters and played through so many times that my badass tokens are, like, 11,000.
Damn!
And, like, all my abilities are, like, 400% higher than they're supposed to be.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So, yeah, Borderlands 2 is what we're on about.
I loaded up because I made... Sam specifically play the Tiny Tina DLC with me late last night after I went to sleep, which is the greatest things ever because it's called Bunkers and Badasses. It's basically Tiny Tina's versions of Dungeons and Dragons, and it's a lot of fun. I have a grenade that's just me throwing a spell, and he randomly just goes lightning bolt, things like that. It's a good game. It fulfills all my nerdy requirements, really.
Oh yeah, I bet it does. All right.
A lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it.
And so wait, which one is this one? Did you just play Final Fantasy X, or did you play Final Fantasy X-2?
10, ew.
Okay. Well, it shows 10.
Play 10 too.
What you posted, the link is 10 and 10-2.
I showed that one specifically because it's I played the PlayStation Vita one. I got my Vita out of storage.
Gotcha. So okay, that makes sense.
That pack came out together. So I wanted to show the graphics for that, so people didn't think I was playing the Final Fantasy one on the PC or the Final Fantasy on, well, original PS2.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
That's why I picked this specific trailer to watch. But I would play Final Fantasy X. One of the best Final Fantasies in my opinion. It would probably go. Hey Danielle, how you doing, love? I always argue personally between Final Fantasy 6 and 7 as the best Final Fantasy of all time. They take up 1 and 2, definitely. I just don't know exactly the location. Right. But I would say Final Fantasy X is right behind that on my list, personally.
Nice.
And it's a fantastic game, and there was some gay kissing there, and I forgot about that part of the game. But it is a great game. Even if nobody ever remembered how to fucking pronounce the character's name until, like, Kingdom Hearts came out, and everybody's like, wait, not Titus, it's Titus? Who the fuck is Titus?
Yeah.
And, but it's a great, oh god, and there's X2. Never play this one, guys.
Yeah, no. This one
It starts off K-pop-licious and doesn't get any better.
Yeah, no. We're just gonna, we're done.
I mean, it's the best game ever, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, sure. That's not what we meant. Anyways, moving on.
It's definitely what I meant. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, so let's see here. What? Okay, this one I've never even heard of. Hyperdimension Neptunia?
Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1! Yes. This game, I don't know a ton about the anime series, but it's based off an anime series. And, the whole idea behind the anime series is basically this is a world based on video games, but not like it takes place within video games. But there's like several goddesses that are like controlling different sections of the world, and they're all fighting over power. And each of the goddesses actually represents like a console or platform for playing games on. So you've got like Loui, who like represents the Wii. You've got like the green heart, who's the Xbox 360, the black heart, who's the PS3, and then there's the purple heart, who's the PC. And it's really weird. I got the game for like $3 in the Steam sale, so I wanted to pick it up. And it's not bad. The battle style is a little odd. It takes some getting used to. It like switches almost to like a turn-based tactics battle style.
Okay.
It was like they tried to do like the Tales of Symphonia or Zestiria kind of thing, except instead of actually just free running around and attacking, it's turn based. So like you have a movement, you do your action, and then once your action is over, you're not allowed to move anymore. So there's like a range area and a radius area, but it's a little interesting. I gotta say I'm gonna play it a little bit more because I bought it and I want to give it more of a shot, but it has already gotten a bit repetitive, and it seems like it's kind of holding itself up on fan service so far. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, fan service is alright, I guess, but I don't really need to see that many anime boobies.
Right.
I have the internet. I can get regular boobies for free.
Right.
But it's not a horrible game. I have a feeling it's probably more for the people who, have watched the anime series and know the series a bit better. But, for $3, I was always gonna give it a try. I mean, it's video game related about video games.
Right. Yeah, for $3 you can't bitch. Not at all.
I could bitch, but nobody's really gonna have any sympathy.
Right, exactly. You could bitch, but no one's really gonna listen. Kind of like the tree that falls in the forest when no one's around. Anyway.
But koalas are in trees.
I was waiting for that. I knew you were gonna go there. Oh dear God. All right. So Fez. I actually did watch a little bit of this, which it was interesting. I have to say, watching. I'm just kind of like, okay.
Let me clarify for anybody who's about to bitch.
Okay.
Fez, fantastic game. Phil Fish, fucking asshole. Move on.
Okay.
No, move on to the trailer, not move on away from the game.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Fez is a lot of fun. Fez is a game that takes place on a 2D plane with a four-plane rotating 3D plane. Now, what that means is basically there is 4 sides, like a north, south, west, and east camera angles, but you only ever see it from a 2-dimensional plane. So everything you see on that 2D plane is what you actually can interact with. So if you see like the edge of a wall or like a block or a square or something on the 2D plane, you can stand on it, even if it doesn't make sense in a 3-dimensional plane. So the whole game is about manipulating the camera around onto 2D planes to get items and solve puzzles and things like that. Game is a hell of a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to add some clarification in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I'm bitching about Phil Fish. Phil Fish was he's the guy who made the game, and he's a condescending whiny bitch. Like,
okay.
People, how anything you put on the internet gets some sort of, it has any popularity, there's some sort of backlash, there's some sort of people saying you should kill yourself, or trolls saying, Third Reich, or whatever, all that crap.
Right.
And Phil Fish is a little bitch who can't handle any of that. And literally cried and said, I'm never making Fez 2 because the internet hates me and stuff like that, and just the worst person ever. If you want to get a better idea of it, and also want to see a fantastic movie at the same time, check out Indie Game the movie. It's been released on pretty much all platforms. It's on Netflix and everything like that. At least it was. I don't know if it still is. I'll have to check that later. But fantastic movie. It's an indie game story about how the people who made Fez, the people who made Super Meat Boy, and shit, there's another game in there. Was it Binding of Isaac? It might have been Binding of Isaac. But it's a great movie. And you'll understand exactly why Phil Fish is an asshole and the internet hates him. Just with the fiery passion of 1,000 suns.
Damn. Fiery passion of 1,000 suns. Interesting.
1,000. 1,000. I didn't have a zeros there. So
okay. There we go. Right, exactly. You got to run that out. Alrighty.
Although that just looks like I'm jerking off people in a row.
Well, I mean, whatever floats your boat there.
As I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
just line up, boys. It only takes 1 pop.
Wow.
You guys are like pilot popper. Poop.
Anyways, oh wow, that's perfect. Thank you very much. Let's see. Sometimes Twitch buffers at the best moments, probably. Twitch buffer? Do I want to know? I am so
Why are we not
worried.
getting a sexy screenshot?
I was gonna say I'm fairly certain Aggie just clipped something for us, and I'm a little worried.
Well, it would be a clip. It was a screenshot. Clips don't count that buffer.
Okay, that could be. Anyways, so, kicking into the next thing here, Devil May Cry, and I'm sure Max probably squeed whenever he decided he was going to do this.
Well,
that was a horrible squeak.
I'm still not awake. I don't have to do it proper. Hold on, I have coffee. Let me just sip a little bit more of that.
Okay.
I'm still not. You guys have to understand, PP was messaging me about half an hour before the show started, and I was still asleep. And when I say I was still asleep, let me just clarify exactly what that means. I was still asleep right here. So, because I decided to just nap after playing Borderlands all night. But I've been playing Devil May Cry. I played a little bit more this week, specifically because during the Steam summer sale, and after I sold all my cards, I went and got the expanded. I got the skins and the weapon skins pack. So the weapon skin pack gives you extra items, like it gives you an item that lets you find more of the brass keys, which lead to secret. It lets you find more orbs, so you can level up your character better. But more importantly, it gives you the skin thing. Gives you the actual classic Dante skin. So I would be excited to play Devil May Cry. What?
Okay, Accent. Yeah, I give you credit there, sir.
What news are we getting?
That's yeah.
PP, stop shitting yourself on stream. But yeah, it gives you the classic Dante, which, as you guys know, I much prefer over this new fucking Fallout Boy listening piece of shit that you see on screen before you.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And he actually feels like a badass. Except it doesn't show it in the cutscenes like Dead Rising does. So that was the only sad part. I was like, I really wish they'd switched. It literally all it would be is a palette swap, a skin swap. Because the model's already there. But whatever, it's cool.
Yeah.
Pre-rendered. Whatever, fuckers.
Okay, moving into the next one here, we got Blade and Soul.
This game, okay.
Yeah,
the next two games.
I was gonna let them see your reaction for a bit. That's what I was doing. Sorry.
This game is a lot of fun. I will admit. These next two games, this one and the next one, are both free-to-play MMOs. So if you guys have any interest in these are freely available. You can go download both. No, Blade and Soul is not on Steam. Blade and Soul you have to download through its own launcher.
Neither is the other one.
Yes, it is.
It's
That's
on
where
Steam?
I have it. Yes.
I couldn't find it on Steam. I had to download the actual launcher. Remember? Because we were having that problem of the EU launcher and all. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry.
Wrong game.
You're right. Wrong game. My brain's one step ahead.
These are new ones I'm talking. Newer ones I'm talking. Well, Blade and Soul has had a recent update, so it's newer because it's got a big update. But
more fiber in my diet. No, I think that would be the opposite direction there. Eggs. Anyways.
Blade and Soul is a lot of fun. It's basically it's an MMO about like kung fu fighting and like martial arts fighting, but in wire fu style. So you could do like those classic those classic kung fu movies where they would do like the crazy wireframe running on the walls and like jumping on leaves and stuff like that, and like ridiculous jumps and gliding and things like that. So it's entirely based on that. It's a lot of fun. I know what you were thinking of. And if you want to try out a new MMO, this one you could do worse than this. Brad's forget Twitch to work on. And yeah, see, you can actually do like skipping on water and things like that. Like it's literally entirely reminiscent of those cheesy or like over the top like not kung fu, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style movies, or as they call it, wire fu.
Yeah, pretty much.
So like I said, you can do a lot worse. It's obviously very rooted in Chinese and mythology and things like that, and martial arts styles. You have crazy different like classes and abilities and stuff like that. I'll probably be playing more, so if you bitches want to add me, just feel free to send Mindless Banter an email. God damn it, PP.
Okay, so... Alright, so moving on to the next thing. Riders of Icarus. Now, for whatever reason, is this something that's like tied in with Guns of Icarus kind of idea or something, or is this okay? Not even anywhere near. Okay.
No, Icarus just flying close to the sun. You'll understand why when I explain.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure if there was supposed to be a correlation between the two or not. But all right. So, anyways.
Okay, so Riders of Icarus. I'm just going to explain this game really simply, real quick. Think action-based MMO. So like Raider Z or Guild Wars stuff where you actually have to move around and swing your sword and things like that. Not just like, highlight the character and push the button and wait for your character to kill him. Where you get to tame pretty much any rideable animal you find. So the first animal you get is a majestic fucking unicorn, and it is amazing. But you can actually literally, you have like a taming ability. You can just sneak up on like rideable animals within the world and try to tame them on the fly. And it's actually a lot of fun. It's in early access right now. It's free to play, open beta. I've been having fun with it. I'm gonna go back into this game. I want to be able to catch myself a dragon. I do have my unicorn already and my wolf, and they're both pretty awesome. But I want a dragon. I've been missing a good action-based RPG MMO like this since like Raiders shut down, and Terra I haven't really been able to get into, and I think it's one of those games that's a lot better with multiple people. This game is actually, you can solo a lot better in my opinion. But free to play, I recommend it so far. I'm only like level 10 I think right now, but you know, take what you will. You guys want a free MMO and you want to be able to ride a majestic fucking unicorn, try it out.
Oh goodness! And for those of you
Best
that
advertisement ever.
right, exactly. For those of you who are not really into the unicorns or the dragons idea, and you just prefer to sit on a battleship and blow things up, this one's for you. It's World of Warships.
Basically, for those of you compensating for something.
Wow! Says the man who also plays the game.
I only play with you because you want me to play. God.
Oh, whatever. You play more than I play. Shut up.
No, I don't.
Yes, you did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. I'm gonna give a recommendation if any of you haven't played it, and you want, and this looks a little bit stuffy and boring to you. I don't know if they actually show gameplay in this trailer, but like the gameplay is slow. The UI is fairly simple. There's a mod pack out there called Aslan's Mod Pack that me and PP use.
Yes.
And it adds a whole bunch of really awesome customization options. Like you can change your crosshair, all your when you press tab to see the enemy ships and stuff like that. You can see all their like really in-depth information and all this really cool stuff. There's skins you can add, although don't try to add every single skin at once because they all cancel each other out. And it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Max, zip it. I'm wearing sweatpants, so I don't really have a zipper right now. Thank you for your concern. But yeah, me and PP really enjoy it. I know Paladin, our group, has also played it and enjoys it. It's a fun game. I recommend it. It's a great game. Honestly, what I've been having most fun with it isn't even playing with them, because low tier on any of these games. Let me mention, I used to play a lot of World of War Tanks back in the day.
Right.
Low tier on any of these games tends to be a little bit slow. I mean, it's still a fun game, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a lot more boring than it's going to be when you get up to like tier 7, tier 8, tier 9.
Oh yeah.
So what I tend to do, honestly, is not when I'm not playing with them, I'll load up Netflix and I just kind of try to get some because first 5 minutes, because the ships are slow at that lower tiers, it's like just kind of swimming over to the point, and then I try to get some shots while I'm watching Netflix on my other screen. So good game. And what?
Doesn't surprise me in the least.
Hey, it's a good way to level up, honestly. Because
well,
literally, I could just sit there and watch my Netflix as I wait for the 3 minutes for me to get to, Point Charlie.
Yeah.
And then once I see an enemy, I can shoot them a bunch, and then when I die, I'm just like, okay, loading new game.
Back to Netflix. Right, yeah, exactly. Understandable. Completely understandable.
I just want to level my stuff up, that's really.
Right, pretty much. Alright.
That's it for Games to Click, unless you got something else.
No, I don't have anything else for that. We'll get into the news on it. The first thing in the news is actually rather hilarious. Because somebody...
Okay. I wanna, before you post anything or show anything.
Yep.
I'll talk about it. I want to mention, there is a gentleman, if you guys don't know, and you're gonna need a little bit of backstory. His name is Richard Garriott. But, Richard Garriott is absolutely batshit crazy. And Richard Garriott demands all his employees call him Lord British. And he's an odd man. I will not deny, he is actually a very good game designer, or at least he was back in the day. He's a person who created a lot of the Ultimate series. He created the MMO, which had a lot of ideas that were way ahead of its time, or very, not necessarily ahead of its time, but very, can't even think of the word. Like he was reaching very hard for some ideas.
Right.
And he was trying to push some ideas. It didn't necessarily meant they worked in his game, but they were still cool ideas in his MMO Tabula Rasa, which only lasted about a year. But like I said, Richard Garriott, absolutely batshit crazy. Like just wears a crown, demands everybody calls him Lord British, and just nuts.
Yeah.
So Lord British posted an eBay listing the other day called a book called The Blood of Lord British. And when I say The Blood of Lord British, I mean the book's actually written in Lord British's blood.
Yeah.
I can't even They actually like drew it, and they have a video of them drawing it and everything from like him and the artist, and like the artist actually painting it and everything, and just.
Yeah, that's crazy enough. But then he went and did something that first off, if you read the terms on it, he should have known better not to do. But he decided that we're going to go ahead and sell these things off on eBay, which doesn't work very well. If you click on the link there and you want to read more about it, but there is a policy of don't sell blood on eBay. So it went up.
Sorry, it's not a book. I apologize. I got that wrong.
Is it not a book?
It looks like a book.
Oh.
Scroll down. It's actually like a wall plaque with squeezed between two plates of glass is his blood.
Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying.
And Lord British is an interesting man.
Yeah, just a little bit, but yeah.
He's no. Not only has he done one, they moved it to a different store after it got taken.
Did they? Okay.
It's been moved to something called the Shrine of the Avatar Make a Difference store. So I think it's like a charity-based store, where half the proceeds from each sale go to charity. 2 of them have already been sold. One for $6,000, one for $8,000, and one has also shelled out $6,000 for the blood of their artist as well. His name is Starlong.
Nice.
I don't. What? Lord British is an interesting person.
Yeah, we can call it that.
I mean, to be fair, visionaries of their time are usually crazy. Should we look at Van Gogh? What?
Nothing at all.
I'm pronouncing it the British way. We're talking about Lord British. It's Van Gogh.
You're nuts. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, he's
Lord British.
Yeah, he's interesting character. We'll go with that. We will go with that. Hello,
So
Kate.
guys,
Thank you for the hosts. Love your face.
$5,000. I will be selling a plaque of my blood. It's not even in anything fancy. It's in a red Solo cup that I've covered in Saran wrap. So feel free to send your auction price to mindlessbanter@gmail.com.
Red Solo cup. You just fucking went there. God damn it. Okay.
Red Solo cup.
I will mute your ass the fuck out and kick you
up.
clean the fuck out of here.
Let's have a party.
No. Just fucking no.
Just because I knew that was gonna bother you.
Dick back. Moving on. So, Evolve decided they're going to go free to play, mainly because they realized that charging for the game just wasn't getting them anywhere. They weren't getting the amount of people they really wanted. And they've cracked Steam's top 20 after having done this, apparently. Which
Okay, I have a gripe about this.
Yeah.
I have a large gripe about this. Okay?
I will let you gripe, because you griping will sound better than me griping, to be honest.
My large gripe isn't necessarily with them switching free to play. I understand the transition in business games. It makes more sense for their game, especially with the backlash they received on DLC and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Completely understandable. It needed a business plan change, and I completely respect that whatsoever. What I have a problem with, and it's not just this game that's done it. What I have a problem with is when games like this go free to play, and the people who went and spent $60 right at the release, or paid actual money for the game, get absolutely nothing in return for that. It's now a free to play game, and we're back on square one.
Right.
Because I paid for Evolve the day it came out. Actually, I paid for it in advance. I paid the day before it came out and preloaded it on my computer. I was really excited for Evolve. And Evolve was a fun game. It just had a horrible DLC business strategy. And there was all their content, there was no free updates. They wanted you to pay for everything, and it was ridiculously overpriced and everything like that. Max is a large group. I do have a large group. Hey, PP. Just rub a little bit. Come closer, big boy. Let me just tickle that. Alright. Oh, yeah. That's what I like.
Okay. Had a little itch in there, that's what that was about. So maybe I should have got the earbud out of the way first. Okay, no. It's a balloon animal! No, anyways.
Hold on. Let's grab the joystick and start gaming, guys. But yeah, let's not go with Evolve. I went and spent $60 on this game, and it wasn't doing well. I occasionally popped it up for a round or two. It still had some fun. But they give nothing to the paying customers, so they're still not treating their customers the way I believe they should for a business. And to be fair, like I said, they're not the only game to do that. There was a game called I believe it's called Forge. I can't. I'm not quite sure, but it was this crazy like deathmatch style
Yes,
game.
I think you're right. That's Forge, yeah.
And I paid money for that game back in the day. It was like deathmatch style with like Magic and stuff like that. Before all these like Overwatchers and things like that, where that kind of came more common practice in hero-based classes. But it was more classic fantasy like FPS, and it was a lot of fun. And that went free to play too. And I was like, well, this game's free to play now, and people are just hacking the shit out of it, and I got nothing for paying money for this game, and I'm a little fucking salty.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't think I touched Forge since then. So I'm kind of thinking that's going to be my policy with Evolve. I'm kind of refusing to re-download it because I get nothing for my $60 fucking dollars.
See,
that
that's
everybody gets for fucking free.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Ragey.
This is why I let you go ahead and rant on that one, because you hit everything that I was gonna hit. So yeah, we're good. Rant is over. There's no need for both of us to rant. We're set. We're good to go. All right. So is there a video for this one or anything? No, there isn't. Okay, just checking. So one guy who I have to give.
I just want to say one thing.
I have to give the man props.
I give him full prop, but I want to point out that okay, what we're talking about is there's a gentleman who raised himself to the world highest steam level overnight.
Well, not really overnight. It basically overnight. It was actually over during the entire Steam sale from March-ish up until now, pretty much is what he did.
I want to point out that the article we did about the world's high. No, it was basically within this past week, PP. It wasn't from March from there.
From here it said okay.
That's when he's been raising, but he got himself to the top within the past week.
Oh,
because
okay.
Literally, Cyril and I did an article last week about the world's highest steam level, and it was the other guy that they mentioned in this article.
Palm Desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were literally just talking about that last week, so that's how quickly this transition has come.
Okay. Wow.
So, yeah. There's a gentleman named Stack, which is ST, the number 4 CK.
Yeah.
Who has currently raised his steam level to 1,113.
Yeah. That's literally it's only 2 points above Palm Desert. Oh, it's Palm Desert, not Palm Desert, whatever. Anyways, 2 points above him. But then again, you're looking at the fact that it's the highest steam level there is. So 2 points, it still counts.
Well, 2 levels, really.
Yeah, 2 levels, yeah.
There's a lot more points between those.
Yeah, that's a good point. 2 levels. So still, yeah. Basically, how was it he went about doing this? He plotted, yes.
Okay, here are the points they describe. He bought SummerSale Mysterious cards every day from the first day of release on Steam Community Market for the $2,000 daily limit.
Yeah.
He was spending $2,000 a day on this.
Yep.
He prepared 7,000 trading card complete sets from different games to get bonus summer sale cards and craft them.
Yeah.
He asked me for help with him to get He asked somebody for help to get the maximum number of sales summer card, and I got a few thousand from trades with many Steam community users.
Yep.
So I want to clarify, when I say that he was spending a lot of money, Stack spent around $13,000 to raise his Steam level from where it was in March, which was 100, to once the summer Steam sale to 1,113.
Yep.
And I can't. Yo, what kind of job does this fucker have? I want it.
Now, that being said, though, you gotta look at it this way. Like, Palm Desert has a shit ton of badges from doing this, because he's been doing this for years to get his Steam level up. But Stack has a hell of a lot fewer games and badges than Palm Desert does. Let's see, where was it at? I was reading something on it earlier. Yeah, okay, so this guy managed a level 54,000 summer badge, got him as much XP than a difference. So then Palm Desert only managed to craft 18,000 summer badges, which is still
without, spending
not
$13,000.
Yeah, it's still not easy to do. But that's the gap. 18,000 from the guy who was the highest to this new guy, 54,000. Because of the way he went about doing this shit with the cards.
My favorite part is that his plan almost didn't work. Because Steam literally didn't compensate badge levels that high. Because they didn't expect anybody to drop $13,000 on the Steam Summer Sale specifically. Just to craft badges higher.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he almost got screwed, almost. But then it corrected itself, and everything moved on, and he was able to actually get that. So basically what they're telling you is, you can be the best at Steam by spending a fuck ton of money, because it is a store.
Who would have fucking guessed it? Steam likes money!
Exactly.
Favorite thing is he spent all this money on the cards. The cards!
Yeah, not even the game. The cards.
The cards!
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you probably bought some games because you need to spend $10. You can get your own cards.
Well, yeah, that's true. But still.
He wasn't doing it to get the games to level yourself up that way. He was doing it to get the Steam Summer Sale card specifically.
Yep. That was the entire reasoning.
My question is, how long is it going to take this gentleman to run his Steam idler now?
OVH, fix your shit. God damn it.
Beepity boopity boppity, beep boop boop. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
That's exactly what you sound like. I got a 13% packet loss.
I'm sure they needed to know our specific packet loss stat.
There we go. That's good. I don't know why, but if I open my client information, it finally goes away. I don't get that.
Fair enough.
So, anyways. Alright, so let's kick into the next one that we've got here, which,
Okay. This next one, I want to say, we're talking about Just Cause 3 getting a multiplayer mod. And this is the thing I've been waiting for before even considering Just Cause 3. If you ever played the Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod, you know what kind of fucking crazy mayhem you can have in that game. And I am excited as shit. I will buy Just Cause 3 now, as soon as I have the money available, now that it's getting a multiplayer mod.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Aggie says the Valve's never going to make another game again, in his opinion, because Steam makes all the money.
They will.
Yeah, they will make another game. I don't think it's
going to be a sequel to one of their large IPs, but they will make another. Actually, there's already been concept art. We talked about this last week, where they one of the concept artists for the Left 4 Dead series and stuff accidentally tweeted out a picture with the Left 4 Dead 3 concept art folder in there. So we know they've been working on Half-Life 3 for 8+ years. They've already confirmed that they were working on it. It's just not that it's actually getting released or anything like that. So they're going to be making stuff. They do still want to continue making things as a company. Just
fucking hey, Aggie.
Listen, Aggie.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Anyways.
I wasn't going to show it, don't worry.
So the next thing that we were going to jump into is Just Cause 3's multiplayer.
What you was talking about, bitch?
I know. But I needed a reason to be able to open it up. There you go.
But yeah, it was, oh god. It's getting more and more stable, which if you don't know, the Just Cause multiplayer, I followed the Just Cause 2 back in the day multiplayer, like the progress of them actually making the thing. It's a very difficult game to get consistently multiplayer to have it not crash like the entire server.
Yeah.
So I think right now they're getting it more and more playable. They've had it being able to play without over an hour without a single crash or timeout, which is very impressive for this game. Because we're talking about a game where they usually bring like 40 to 62 people in, and all are spawning in crazy weapons and vehicles and doing ridiculous stunts all over the server. So games are not really meant to handle that. But they've now gotten the official go-ahead from Square Enix and everything like that for this, and they were having some issues because of like Steam's protection, not Steam's, Square Enix's like protection on the game and stuff like that, their DRM and stuff like that. They've gone ahead and got their official approval, and it's looking real sweet. I'm excited for it, man. I really am.
Yeah, it's just watching the gameplay here in the video and everything looks like it's running fairly well. It's doing really good. Mm-hmm. So, a proper fucking multiplayer, that's a scary thought.
What's wrong with proper fucking multiplayer?
English for the win.
You need to play prop hunt. Anyway.
Okay, what's the next one? Is this actually a video of this happening, or is this just somebody being an idiot?
What are you talking about?
The next one here, the next setting.
You don't need to click the video. Okay. This is not actually somebody being an idiot. This is one of the most popular like gamer YouTubers around.
Yeah.
Name is MattPat. If you guys don't know, I don't English, Papa. Name is MattPat. If you guys don't know who MattPat is, go just fucking shut our stream down and go watch Game Theory, because Game Theorists are amazing videos. Don't you give me a dirty look.
I give you a dirty look, you little bastard.
Game Theorist is amazing. Game Theorist is like not exactly what like CinemaSins does, but it's like applying reality to video games and coming up with all sorts of crazy theories and things like that, like
Right.
and ridiculous. Like they have a video about how Rosalina from the Super Mario Galaxy world is actually Luigi's child instead of Mario's child, and, like that. And they actually like some of these videos sound ridiculous until you watch them and you're just like, fuck, that evidence lines up.
That's
And
yeah.
They're really good videos. So basically, what happened is MatPat, the creator of these videos, met the Pope, and he was instructed basically to give the Pope one game that really represents our medium as a whole, the video gaming medium as a whole.
Yeah.
And he chose Undertale, which there are a lot of people who have a large issue with this. I don't necessarily have an issue with this. I don't know if it's the best game to start Pope Francis on.
No.
But it is a fantastic game. I can understand why if you had to pick one game to really show how games can be an art form, moving stories and large overarchs and things like that, and subtle metaphors and all humor. It's got a lot of things wrapped up into it. And I can understand his idea behind it. Maybe not the best one to start somebody off with. I would have said maybe like Journey or something, which is a much more simplistic game.
Yes. Something.
And
yeah.
beautiful game without using words and everything like that. But you know, to each their own. So yeah, he gave the Pope Francis a copy of Undertale to represent our entire gaming medium as a whole. And apparently, Pope Francis is going to judge us. So, you know, be prepared to be judged, bitches.
Yep. We're all going to hell. Moving on.
Bitch, like we weren't going to hell already.
Oh, we already knew this. Yes, this is true.
Yeah. We've already got our throne reserved. We're going to have little cloven hooves down there, guys.
Okay, so the next one here,
Imagine if the Pope played Undertale and completed the game with a genocide run where you kill everything, including all the friendly. Yeah, you can do that. There's the genocide runs in this game.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly what Pope would do.
Right, exactly.
But actually,
absolutely.
I can understand. I didn't even consider that. This is a game where you can get through all the battles literally just by talking to people. Like, it's a JRPG where you can literally talk your way out of everything. So, as far as Pope goes, makes sense, I guess. You can, although some of the enemies you have to flirt with, and I can't see Pope Francis flirting with, you know, creepy demon monsters.
No.
Okay, sorry about that. Right. Oh, you guys. Yes, I'm not the fucking producer this time. You can't hear my Google Hangouts cough.
Yeah.
Okay, this next game, we're not going to talk too much about this one.
No, and I'm going to post the link, but I have a little disclaimer behind the link, so please read the whole thing before you just click the fucking link and think that this is something we are condoning. We're not.
No.
Just
We just
not.
want to talk about. We don't want to actually mention the title of the program online. Basically,
No.
what happened is there is a company, there is a German company who has made a Blizzard cheat client, and it gives you things like lets you see hostiles like through walls and all sorts of cheaty things like that. Radar that shows you all sorts of extra fancy stuff and blah blah blah. And basically, for a monthly subscription fee to this German company, who also will remain unnamed, they were offering out this Overwatch cheat program, so you could see all the stuff and, you know, be awesome on Overwatch for free. Well, not
Right.
for free, but, you know, for no skill whatsoever. And, sorry, my Gmail just went off. It was one of my jobs that was messaging me. That's the only reason I was checking it. Fucking stop calling me!
Who's calling you?
One of my jobs. I don't care that much because they're gonna leave a message anyway. Okay. But yeah. So
That's great.
basically, yeah, that company was released a cheat program that you, for a monthly subscription service, you could buy and cheat away in Overwatch. And Blizzard is now taking them to court over it.
Yeah.
Because it is violating their copyright terms of service and potentially causing players to stop playing the game or not buy it in the first place. And doing so with full knowledge that what they're doing is entirely illegal.
Yep. Pretty much.
So, yeah, I entirely understand their point of view here. I don't blame them whatsoever. And like I said, guys, clarifying again, we do not condone this whatsoever. That's why we're not mentioning any titles or anything. We post the link so you guys can actually understand the full article if you'd like. well, we don't want to put their name out there. We don't want to have a video with with the program's name or the company's name out there. So to give them any more face time than they fucking need. My favorite, I'm looking at the article, and my favorite is it's got a screenshot of the actual program, and what the screenshot says under it is, so yeah, it's basically a dick move simulator.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. It definitely is. Okay,
Yeah,
so.
Okay, just a small side thing. I just want to say, I have zero problem. If you want to play your single player games, cheat, mod, do whatever the fuck the heck out of it, zero problem with it whatsoever. If you're gonna go into a competitive multiplayer based game, don't fucking cheat. It's just, what's the point of that? Where's the fun? It's literally just getting better, or having fun, or working together as a team, or whatever you choose to take out of that. But if you do that, you're literally ruining the fun not just for yourself, but for everybody else.
Well, yeah.
And again,
I don't know how many. Like, I've played Overwatch. I couldn't tell you how many times already. Everyone in the group has played Overwatch for a while. We had a good 2 weeks where everybody was playing Overwatch almost every damn day when it came out. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not big on Overwatch. It came out. Yeah. I'm not real big on Overwatch. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. I don't have problems with the game. I really don't have any problems. It's just not my kind of game. Not something I'm going to play a shit ton of. However...
Basically, he's a bitch.
Yeah, fuck you too. However, for people who are going to do shit like this, that kind of shit would make me never want to play the game. And I don't know how many other people in this world who are going to view the game the way I do. Yes, there are plenty of you who are absolutely in love with the game. This guy over here.
No shock about.
Yeah, exactly. No, not at all. It's not like you ever do this shit during, I don't know, like a show or something. So,
that would be unprofessional. We're professionals here. Remember, PP? I already bitched about you about how unprofessional is earlier.
Right, exactly.
I actually did bitch at him, guys. I'm not joking about that.
Yeah, he did. So, no, the people doing this kind of shit, it's useless. This is supposed to be a game for fun. Yes, some people take the competitiveness a little bit too far, but that's also what makes the game fun. Because now you've got somebody who's really trying hardcore. And therefore, you got to better yourself.
My favorite is, as long as Blizzard's going with their original policy on cheaters, which is literally just insta-ban, no chance for appeal, hopefully this shouldn't be too much of an issue.
No, it shouldn't.
But, yeah, like I said, they're trying to cut the snake off the head. They're trying to prevent anything further, prevent anybody who's actually releasing these, especially since this company's an idiot. I can understand making a cheat program and just putting it out there, fine, but they're producing a cheat program, literally putting a dedicated staff on it, and making a monthly subscription for it. It's like, yo, did you really think you were gonna get away with this? Like, there's so many issues there, I can't even fucking start.
Yeah, if we had an entire week, we could not list all the reasons why this is not going to work.
Just, well, we probably could. Just because we would get bored. We'd be like, fuck it, that's it. We're done.
Pretty much. Point is, we're not having any of your shit. So, moving into the next...
We talk enough shit on our own.
This is very true. So, for those of you who believe that the internet is a right, well, now you're right. It is. Because for people who may joke that others spend too much time on the internet, this intricate series of tubes has now become an important part of every single day life. So much, it's become human rights violation to take it away. Literally, the United Nations Human Rights Council has passed a non-binding resolution in June.
I was going to say, that's the clarification you need to make. It's non-binding. So
right.
They're not really going to do anything, but they basically condemn any countries that intentionally take away or disrupt the citizens' internet access.
Exactly.
And they don't talk about it too much. They don't specify. I don't believe in here. But one of the reasons I think this became such a prevalent, important discussion is back during the riots and the overthrow of the president in Egypt, because he literally cut off all external communications with internet access within Egypt.
Yeah, he did.
So nobody could really send out information and things like that. And actually, I'm gonna add this story in there just because there's a beautiful documentary out there. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to find. If I find it later, I'll post it in the chat. But it's a beautiful documentary out there of people like Hacktivision groups like Anonymous and other groups like that. Which everybody always goes Anonymous when you say things like that. Anonymous is a weird fucking group because they literally have all these different factions and they're not really leaders. So Anonymous, when you think, when Anonymous does one thing and Anonymous does another thing that seems completely contradictory, it's probably not the same group of Anonymous people. So I just want to clarify that. But they actually, like, dedicated giant, like, AOL-style servers for dial-up, so people in Egypt to be able to get information out from Egypt during these riots and things like that. And it was amazing. Like I said, there's a beautiful documentary. I'm going to try to find it during the break and post a link if you guys do want to check it out. But, it's things like that, because literally the country, the president at the time, Mubar something, I can't remember his name for the life of me.
No, and it's like I said, it's not in here, so it's not something we could just look up either at the moment.
Yeah, but he literally cut off all internet communications outside the country whatsoever. Like, it's just gone. You can literally, there's a graph online you can look up of internet access within a country, and you see it like go just straight down, plummets at the end.
Yep.
Because they literally cut it down to like 0, except for I think a few government officials. So I believe this is they don't say it in here, but I believe this is a result of leaders like that trying to control any UN interaction by completely cutting off the source of information going outside of their country. So people don't know what kind of asshole-ish things they're doing. You can't post your videos. You can't send your news to different news sites or what have you. And the thing is, like I said, it's a non-binding resolution. So they're going to condemn countries. They're going to look very sternly upon countries who do things like that. But they actually can't enforce the resolutions legally. They can't force a country to re-enable your internet access. Is it We Are Legion, the story of hacktivists? Yes, that is it.
That's it. Yep, there it is. Thank you, Aggie. You and your wonderful. Useless knowledge.
It's a beautiful documentary. I recommend. I love documentaries. That's one of the things I watch on Netflix a lot. I really do. But like I said, they can't enforce it. But it's a large step ahead in the fight for net neutrality. Not net neutrality. I'm sorry. Completely different argument. But for the internet and what it has become in our world and what it means to us. So, God damn, you're distracting people.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's because how important the internet has become to us, and not even just in our personal lives, but for businesses, for news, for information getting out there and spreading the word on news and things like that, for schooling and education and just being a large source for pretty much any information in the world. It's ridiculously important, and it's very impressive that the UN has actually decided to take this stance, because there's a lot of people who are like thinking that the internet needs to be regulated a lot more and that they should be allowed to do things like this. So it is really a bold move for the UN to be like, yep, if you take away the internet, you're an asshole.
Pretty much, yeah. All right. Before we jump into the next one, because what are we? We're not even like halfway through, are we? Something like that.
We're
right about there.
Yeah, if you include the fail stories, we're less than halfway through, but...
Yeah, that's fine. No big deal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break. Guys, we'll be back in about 10, maybe 15 minutes, something like that. We will come back into some more news. We'll have your fail stories, and then we could call it a day. And I do believe there will be a family game night. I'm not entirely sure. We'll figure that out as we get near the end of it. So hold tight. Give us 10, 15 minutes. And, yeah, for now, it's Zircon on Mindless Banter. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you very much for allowing us to get a break in there. I hope you all were able to get up, stretch, grab yourself something to drink, eat, whatever it is you needed to do. We're going to just, skip right into it here.
Skippity, skippity, skip, skip, skip.
Well, I mean, I've already done the hokey pokey and turned the stream around because they kept arguing. So.
That's what it's all about.
An answer for that, Kate. I already do, love. I already do. All right, now, let's get back into this.
I'll be answering off-stream messages, bitch.
Oh, you'll fucking live. You do it all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done
Right, exactly, sure. So, for those of you who felt like you just absolutely had to have another game where you could play a game within inside of a game, well, this works out for you.
Let's say it right. Gameception. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, Redditor made working Pokemon game with inside of Minecraft 110. And I'm like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. But why?
Hello? You can play Pokemon.
Well,
The cool thing is you could probably play this on a server.
yeah, probably.
Doodaloo-doot-doot.
There goes the muting of the stream. Dickbag.
No, that me doing it with my voice is covered.
Oh, is it really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you do a cover, it's allowed. You can't
Interesting.
play the actual music. That's the thing.
Interesting. Okie dokie then.
It's covered by fair use, yeah.
So, yeah.
Basically, it's a full working Pokemon. It's a Game Boy Advance emulator that plays Pokemon within Minecraft 1.10.
Right.
And people spent a lot of time on this, and it
Oh,
looked kind
God.
of fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does. It looks pretty badass. This is something I would like to do just because.
Maybe we can get Serial to upload this up on a server for us.
Right,
Play
exactly,
together.
because that's what he wants to do.
He would upload it on a server for us.
He would just, be mother beaching the entire time that he does it.
I'm okay with that.
So am I. I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, I'm good. Go, what?
Already played
another
Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Well, ironically, you should mention Pokemon Go.
Yeah, right. Yes, indeed. Speaking of which, where did you throw that? You did? Okay, good deal. Perfect. Does this have a video on it? Oh,
No.
well, then I
You don't
didn't really need to
I'll
worry too
post
much
up the
about it.
article.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, this is a game. This is an article we're talking about Pokemon Go and how it has. It's causing a lot of people to go into dangerous areas in general, but it's become kind of a death sentence to African American males because it's causing them to basically circle around like businesses and things like that, trying to find the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And there has already been some shootings and arrests because these African American men are hanging around businesses with their phone and just sketchily sitting there or whatever. And of course, only the African Americans are sketchy when they do it.
Right.
And so
Can I just say I love
Yeah.
people and leave it at that?
yeah, people are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the points that are pointed out in the article. Break down some more. There is a
Ringuish for the win, you record of discipline. Okay, we're good.
There's a statistically disproportionate chance that someone could call the police to investigate me, an African American male, for walking around in circles at the complex. There's a statistically disproportionate chance that I would be approached by a law enforcement with fear or aggression, even when no law has been broken. There's a statistically disproportionate chance that I will be shot while reaching for my identification that I always keep in my back right pocket. There's a statistically disproportionate chance that more shots will be fired and I will be dead before any medical assistance is available. Those are facts about the current statistics as far as African Americans versus non-African Americans in any sort of arrest or police confrontation situation. And Pokemon Go is making people go out and go to businesses and hang around with them. And it's, like I said, there's already been 2 arrests, or 2 events, I should say. I don't know if they actually fully got arrested, but because of Pokemon Go causing this.
Papa, every time Max engages his brain, his mouth pops out of gear. That's his problem. No, that's grinding the gear, not able to find it. Kind of sounds like a Wookiee. Yep, I had to go there. Couldn't help it. Had to be done.
Of course you did. Well, yeah, okay. I just want to put, this is not related to that article whatsoever, but there's a very important fact that I actually wanted to mention when we were just doing this. So, the White House is a Pokemon gym. The Pokemon that is currently leading the White House is a Pidgeot named Murica, and that is fucking awesome.
Somebody went there.
Although, ironically, the Pokemon trainer's name is Boricua. So,
well, you know.
Couldn't get the whole thing in there, but you know.
You had to do something with it.
I mean, you did have to get an epic-looking bird named Murica over it. I mean, we don't have an American Eagle bird, but
yeah,
an American Eagle Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Say,
but hey, do what you can with what you got.
To throw in there. That wasn't a full article, but I was like, I need to mention that somewhere in the show.
Yeah, that was something that had to get mentioned. So, for those of you who have been waiting and waiting, should we go one more with that? Yeah, and waiting for Starbound to actually launch. You know, for those of you who have been into it and been checking out on it, it does. It launches at the end of this month, so your waiting is just about over.
Finally.
Yes, I do believe, what is it, officially released on the 22nd of July, so not even a couple of weeks. You're
12
good.
Days.
Yeah, 12 days, you're good.
And you'll actually get full access finally to the story arc. Planets will become fully realized. They have a chance to explore, like, all the worlds are going to become more complex and richer environments and stuff like that. Quests are going to make over. So, like, the game's actually just fucking rocketing into full release, which is impressive.
Yes. Getting buffered.
My favorite announcement. We're
offline.
But, my favorite thing is that Chucklefish, the developers of the game, are actually working on dedicated multiplayer servers instead of just having to host your own server on your box and port forward and everything like that.
Yes.
You're actually going to get dedicated servers within them and other local social options and things like that. So, I'm really excited. I think Starbound, in my opinion, is better than... Hi, Wizzo. How you doing, buddy? I think that... Honestly, Starbound, in my opinion, is better than Terraria, but there's people who have different opinions on that and stuff like that. It really is like Terraria, but with just way more crazy options.
Right. Pretty much, yeah.
Stream it fine. We are streaming because we are FINE fine.
Wow. Anyways. Okay, so let's see. What's the next one that we've got? Oh, yes. Well, we kind of talked about it earlier in the games that we have played. Yes, typing is hard. Typing is always hard. It usually means you're getting tired. I know. Did you want me to worry about the video on this one? Because there is one, but I don't know if it's really... I think it's just check out updates. Is all update notes.
No, that's the update we just did. Recently.
Yeah.
That's not for the new mode.
Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, mobile Twitch? Well, there's your problem, Pierce. Mobile Twitch. Jesus Christ.
Here's your problem. Well, okay, so we are talking about World of Warships right now. which is getting a new mode and some much-needed improvements to matchmaking.
Yes.
Basically, there's going to be more evenly matched teams, which, as PB and I can tell you, has been an issue sometimes. We'll roll in with a Tier 3 and a Tier 2 ship, and we'll be against like a Tier 6 ship that instantly wrecks our faces.
Yeah. Okay, not just wrecks our faces. We're talking about, like, it'll aim for Max. It's like, oh, look, he's a higher tier. And it'll kill Max. And in killing Max, I still die. And I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah.
It's bad. So, yeah, this will help out big time.
They're adding new ribbons and stuff like that that actually, like, tells you, like, more things that you're doing, more impressive things that you're doing in the game. Like, if you ricochet from a ship and hit another ship, you're going to be a special ribbon for that. Things like that.
Yep.
It's going to be a new real-time damage counter, which we already have from mods, but they're actually officially incorporating it within the game, which is nice. And it'll let us realize what kind of damage we're doing depending on the areas, and I think it'll let a lot of players actually, like, start to compensate their attacks better. Like, oh, if I shoot here, I do way better. If I aim here, I'm doing better this way. So I think it'll actually improve the skill level of World of Warships overall if you're not already using the mods to do the same thing. But we won't be able to play this, but they're also releasing a new mode called Bastion, which is a high-tier specific mode, which is actually very interesting. It lets people, captains, players, attack or protect land-based fortifications instead of just having a multiplayer ship battle, which I think is really cool.
Yes,
it adds something a little bit more realistic for a warship game.
Yes,
like
and it adds a little extra. Now you have something else you need to worry about or think about that you can change up your strategies with. So it adds a little more depth to the idea of the game, which I like that.
Yeah, if you enjoy World of Warships, it's getting a lot of new updates, definitely. If you enjoyed it in the past and haven't played it in a while, definitely go back. A lot has changed. They're also adding an integrated voice chat system. They're improving the game's natural minimap. The way you level in your account is getting, I think, a little bit. The earlier levels are getting boosted a bit and stuff like that. Your visibility system is going to be a lot better.
Wow, Aggie. Wow.
Just wow. Pretty much, yeah. Just wow. Just World of Warcraft. Or World of Warships.
Right, exactly. Wows. Anyways,
Wows. I'm a sneaky snake.
Right, indeed.
But yeah, we enjoy World of Warships. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to it. I don't know what you guys feel about it, but if you're looking for a fun free-to-play game that's not an MMO, like an RPG, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more tactics-based and actually strategy-based and stuff like that, you could do a lot worse than any of the war battle games, the World of Tanks and the World of Warships. I hear the World of Warplanes is ass, but I've had some people say it's great and some people say it's ass, so...
I think it just depends on your preference and how you play a game like that, though. I mean, I get a feeling those who are like, Microsoft Flight Simulator is the greatest game ever, are going to go to that game and go, God, this game is fucking shit.
Well, no, it's not a direct comparison to that. What a lot of people compare it to is there's another company, Gaishin, which makes a game called War Thunder, I believe it is.
Yes.
Which is another warplane fighting game.
I think I have
and
War Thunder on
a lot of people say
Steam.
that one's better. So.
Okay, I got you.
I think it depends on your personal preference. I don't know if one's more realistic and one's not. I haven't really tried. I tried them out once way back in the day, but I haven't followed them. I haven't played them both. I can't really compare them. So, that is what it is. But like I said, if you want some sort of realistic fighting game, like war fighting game of some sort, you can do a lot worse than any of the war games. War games. Games.
Yes, games. Game
All the
squared.
games, guys.
It's game squared. That's what it is. Game squared.
Game squared, guys.
All right, moving into the next thing. For those of you who, again, with some Overwatch, those of you who are absolutely in love with Overwatch.
Wait for it.
Okay, that was a proper squee too. Surprised you didn't hurt yourself. There is a new hero who is coming in, and there's a little teaser for it. Throw the link into the channel there real quick, and then we will go like this. I do believe the new hero is called Sombra, right?
Sombra is the one. Well, I don't know. Yeah, Sombra support sniper.
Yes.
We talked about this actually a couple weeks ago. They've been hinting. There's been little hints, and there's like player files you can find in the game that talk about Sombra. And everybody has been pretty sure that this is going to be the next year releasing it. Apparently, it's officially getting released. Is it on the 22nd as well? 21st. Haha! So one day beforehand. You can play Overwatch for a day, then Starbound the next day. But,
Okay, I have to pause for just a second on you. I apologize. I have to do this because it's Aggie. Aggie, to answer your question, why it is that you think of those two characters when you think about us talking about that? Because I got no license to that diet. Moving on.
Oh god, that was a thing that we're gonna pretend didn't happen. But yeah, I'm excited. We really do need a new support character. A support sniper rifle is honestly going to be probably one of the most played characters. I don't know what the actual support abilities are.
No, I don't know either. But
I believe there is a medical, like you can actually shoot people with the sniper with one of the shots and actually like heal them from afar and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. A lot of people actually have been comparing it. I've seen it on several sites. And I don't know, I haven't played this game that much to really understand the comparison that well. But there is another game, if you want a free-to-play FPS, that's a lot of fun, Dirty Bomb. Again, great game. I have played it somewhat. I haven't just leveled myself up that hard. It's a game I load up every once in a while, and I play for like a few hours, and then I don't play it again for another month or two. But apparently it's got a long-range medic sniper rifle where you can actually like heal people from afar. So people have been making those comparisons. I don't know how direct it is. They haven't really, given too much detail besides that teaser. So I'm excited for it. Any of my fellow Overwatchies are going to be pumped as well.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Like I said, I'm not huge in the game, but I'm excited for it. I want to see what they're going to do with it. I would like to see how it happens and how they lay that out. That's going to be awesome.
Okay, I'm going to give are we going to the next article, right?
Yeah, we are going to go to the next article. I believe there's a video for it even. Isn't there?
Before you say anything, headphone users, pop out for a second.
Yeah, just for a split second.
3. Okay. I gave you a warning this time.
Yes.
Because they bitched already. This has been awesome. I am really loving this. This is really sweet. Grand Theft Auto Online has their level building stuff recently. And they're actually going like full Trackmania with it, where they're adding in all sorts of like ramps and tubes and things like that. And because people have been doing this with the already existing items within the game, so they're actually like, fuck it, if they're going to be doing this, let's just make it Trackmania basically, and adding all sorts of crazy tubes and ramps and ability, so you can actually do like running along the wall and like backflips and all sorts of stuff like that to your car as another multiplayer option. I was like, that is awesome.
Yep.
I loved Trackmania back in the day. I know Serial and I don't know about you, PP, but we're looking, as soon as Trackmania Nations, I believe, is the new one, drops down in price, we're probably going to be picking it up. Oh no, Trackmania Turbo, I believe.
I was going to say, I thought it was Turbo that was going to be coming down in price soon.
Is it Trackmania Nations is the one that was already out then? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Nations, then Turbo. Or I might have it back.
I don't remember. The newest Trackmania.
Yeah, whichever one the fucking really newest one is, I don't fucking know.
But this might placate us for a while until it drops down in price and we're willing to buy it. As an alternative Trackmania option. This is honestly, I know I said this last week that crazy drug-infested FPS thing would be the game mode to get me back into the game, but in the end, it's still deathmatch just with a few extra power-ups. This is like a whole new gameplay style, and I will actually probably, as soon as the stream ends, start downloading Grand Theft Auto 5 again.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is going to be the reason why we get back into Grand Theft Auto. That's what it's going to be. So, for those of you who are within our group, Max is going to disappear for about a week or two, maybe longer.
I won't disappear.
Well, I say a week, and then Killer will come in, and he'll find it, and he'll disappear, and then drag Max with him for at least another week.
Yeah, probably.
We know how this is going to go. Okay, so, for anyone who was huge into the Colossal games...
Colossal games? I don't know. Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, yes,
game.
but... Well, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. But wasn't there another one, though, after that? I could have sworn there was. Was there only one? I could have sworn there was another one.
Only one. There's just re-releases of it in HD.
Okay, never mind. That's what it is.
There was a game before called Ico. It's not directly related. It's by the same company. It's basically the polar opposite.
Yes, Aggie. Max is going to disappear and reappear as Maxine. Yes.
And I'll be fabulous! Anyway,
That's something we're gonna pretend didn't fucking happen. Jesus Christ.
And by that you mean Aggie's going to clip it right about now.
Probably,
And,
if he hasn't already. Yes, yes, indeed. All right. So, anyways, this one is Colossal Prey to the Gods.
Okay,
It's-
I want to give a huge caveat to this game. I am so against currently actually paying money for Kickstarter games.
Yeah.
The only reason I would even consider this because so many have just failed and shut down, and you get nothing out of it. You pay for these incentive starters, and then the company can't make. They don't have somebody planning out their money well, and they lose all their money.
Oh boy. You know, they lose all their money, and then you're stuck with absolutely nothing, and you spent this money on an idea that you thought would be great, and you're left holding absolutely dick.
But I am such a Shadow of the Colossus fan, and I'm actually tempted for this one. I am tempted. I'm going to wait a little bit further before I do anything, but and they're only seeking out 300,000 versus some of the companies that are seeking out way more than that.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested. I love Shadow of the Colossus. I know Serial loves Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know if you played a lot of it, PP, but
Yeah, I remember I got it and started playing it around the time that I decided to get rid of the PlayStation 2 and start moving into PC a bit more. So it's one of those things where I played it a bit, but it got a bit too confusing for me to figure out, and then I started worrying about PC, and it slowly just kind of worked its way into nothingness.
this is a game I highly recommend to anybody. You can get the HD version on PS3 pretty cheap, or you can have my copy because I have several copies of this game.
Right. Now, I mean, as you can read it in the showing here, it does say putting at least $15 into the Kickstarter will get you a copy of the finished game. So it's not gonna like you have to put a fuck ton of money into it to get it. You know, $15, which is probably what it's gonna go for once it hits, if it hits Steam or wherever it's gonna go. It'll probably go for $15-20 at the least.
So I'm looking forward to it. I highly recommend it. Like I said, I recommend if you haven't played it yet, get Shadow of the Colossus somewhere, even if you... Not that we condone this whatsoever, or support this, but, you know, if you happen to just borrow your friend's copy and have an emulator on your computer or something.
Right.
I support that, too, because you can play your own copies of games. I do support that.
Yep.
To clarify. But, you know, only if you have your own copy of it. And it's a game I highly recommend. It's a game rich with atmosphere, and it's one of the only games to pull off the environment as well as it has. And the Colossus, like the character creation in that environment, they feel like these giant epic monsters. It's not like in some games where you see a huge monster and it's just like, oh, that monster's big and its health bars are big. Like this feels like a huge lumbering piece of the landscape that has literally been sleeping for years and years and years.
Yep.
And it's just been woken up and forced to awkwardly fight you, like just not prepared for this at all. And it's I can't gush about the environment and the universe of Shadow of Colossus enough. Honestly,
dude,
I would gush
that
about
game
for
was
hours.
done right. That's all there is to it. It was fucking done right.
It was done amazingly, yes.
Max and makeup, that would be funny.
I want to point out. Unfortunately, it's not happening anymore. But there used to be when I was going to go out and visit somebody who lives out in Washington for PAX Prime. BP knows who it is.
Yes.
One of my donation incentives for me getting to PAX Prime is if we hit a certain amount, she was actually going to do a full makeover of me, makeup and all.
Yep.
So that would have been interesting.
It would have
Too
been.
bad, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do another donation incentive or something.
Who knows? Okay, so let's see. What's the next one? Oh yes, this one I'm interested in. This one I am interested in very, very, very much.
I thought you would like this when I saw this.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you we need to play this game again now.
Oh yeah. So for those of you who are also into the Star Treks, yeah, Star Trek Online. Oh man, at this I've been watching the video a little bit, and yeah, I'm gonna have to get back into this again. This is now the
new characters.
Oh god, this is like the 6th fucking time I've had to redo characters because of something they fucking added.
Listen, I say we do a dual stream of this, and we do that.
Oh, we'll have to set for that. Maybe next weekend, like Saturday or some shit. Skilled in the mystical ways of the Photoshop. Quickly, Photoshop some makeup onto Maxine. Wow.
Listen, my natural beauty, actually, I gotta say, just speaking of people wanting to put makeup on me, I have had so many women who, like, jokingly yet kind of creepily want to steal my eyelashes, because apparently I have, like, the most beautiful eyelashes ever. And women are incredibly jealous of mine. They're like, my eyelashes don't even look that big and nice and beautiful and full when I have fucking eyeliner on. I'm like, that's cool. I just use them to blink and keep dust out of my eyes, but okay. Let's just put them right up to the camera for you. Blink, 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 blink. But apparently they're long and flowing and beautiful and perfectly separated.
You know why they're like that? Because we don't give a shit. You know why they're not like that for you? Because you do give a shit. That's the way of the world.
The universe is like, hey, fuck you!
Pretty much. That's pretty much how it goes.
Anyway, going back into Star Trek. They are doing an expansion. What is it called again? Crap, I can't remember.
I don't know, I literally just fucking moved over to the next thing really quick, just so I could get it prepared for the,
Basically, there is an expansion, Agents of Yesterday, that's what it's called, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Which is expanding out, and it's basically going, there's time travel, all sorts of timey-wiminess for you Doctor Who fans. And they are basically going back in time to the original series, because this game is supposed to take place, I believe it's Next Generation or Deep Space Nine era?
Next Generation, I do believe. Because it said something about...
They have the uniforms for both, I just don't know where exactly.
I think it's Next Generation is where it's going to end up, because that's what they were talking about in the article. They said something about, I've been watching the Next Generation series on Netflix for a while, so having this come about, like, I think that's what's going to happen. Because they're basically going to do like it did in the movies, where, the idea of Kirk meeting Picard kind of thing, I think that's what they're going to end up doing. It's going to become, it's going to timey-wimey its way into the Next Generation. And Aggie, I'm not at all surprised, nor am I worried about this podcast becoming.
Me on the show. Of course, he expected that.
There is nothing that can be done or said that would ever surprise me when it comes to having this guy on this show. And then when we add in the fucking albino on top of it, I don't even worry.
Who's gonna do his makeup?
I just sit back and relax because where it's gonna go is where it's gonna go. There's no point in fighting it.
Who's got albino skin tone blushes for him?
Oh dear God.
Do you have something to whiten those bubblegum eyes?
Anyways, next gen. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was next gen. So yeah.
But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Me and PB are definitely gonna have, but we don't have to stream it, or at least not from the start. We'll definitely have to play it at some point though. We might stream randomly in the middle of it. I don't give a shit. But
right.
I'm excited for this. I know PP would be. I was like, somebody who is going to be just as excited for this as me. We're going into the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Okay, so...
Perfect Worlds... Go ahead.
Oh, no, were you jumping into the next thing?
No.
No? Continue on.
I was just going to say, Perfect World MMOs aren't always the best. They are a little high numbers sometimes, and pay to win in certain things. And, but Star Trek Online seems to be doing it right. That's not his only life choice either.
Oh, God. Aggie, I fucking love you, brother. I'm just saying. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
Okay, we can move on to the next one.
We can move on to the next one?
And I like it.
I know. Okay, so... Oh, my God. Yeah. This is one of those things where the gaming world has just corrupted people. And it's turned into something funny, is what it's done. Not funny for the person who has to deal with it, but
Not
funny.
For the company, yeah.
Yeah, but funny nonetheless. So apparently it's not a good time to be a pizzeria with the name Fred anywhere in your name. Because
Freddy's.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying Freddy's restaurant and pizzeria of Long Beach, New Jersey, has been beset by an unserious phone calls inquiring about Five Nights at Freddy's, the horror game series, set in a children's themed pizzeria.
Because if you don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's is actually it takes place in basically a Chuck E. Cheese style pizzeria.
Yes.
Named Freddy Fazbear's. And
yes. So this poor gentleman, Oscar Hernandez, the manager of the real life Freddy, says one number is responsible for hundreds of calls. Its area code is nowhere close to New Jersey. This is great. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, what this is exactly what happened when the song back in '81, who had the phone number of 8675309. That's what's going on.
8675309. I saw her name on the bathroom wall. Okay, man. But yeah. And the fact that really the only thing that they can do to prevent this is change their phone number, and they're going to lose a lot of business. This is a company that has been there since 1944.
Yes.
This is not like a new pizzeria. This is a long-standing pizzeria, and they're suddenly getting fucked by all these little shits with cell phones.
Right.
Or
And here's the
calling
worst
them up.
of it. He knows what the game is, I believe. Well, I don't know if he's played it. He at least knows what Five Nights at Freddy's is and why it's popular with kids who have cell phones. So, yeah. He's sitting here going, this wasn't a problem until fucking recently with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny, and at the same time, I feel bad for the company.
Yeah, I do feel bad for the company, but it's...
Can they not block the prank callers' numbers? They're getting calls from all over the country. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to block a lot of
Yeah,
numbers.
that's a lot of work to do.
And then you got like Google Voice or something. And a lot of companies, once you block past a certain amount of number, charge you.
And
for
see,
that.
that's where my brain went, Pierce. He could make a shit ton of money if he's smart about how he deals with it. He could.
Yeah, but this is a long-standing company since the 40s.
Yeah, I know.
They have a very specific theme they've been going with and everything. It's
Yeah.
kind of silly. I mean, I can understand it, but it's going to be a quick fad. Five Nights at Freddy's is going to, fade off into obscurity in a few years. We all know that.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
And just, I don't. It's not really worth it for him to try to redesign for that.
Okay, so for those of you who have headphones or earbuds within your ears, I request that you gently remove them a little bit, because you've got about 5 seconds, because I'm going to announce the fact that No Man's Sky is finally fucking finished. And I know Max has been fucking waiting for this. And waiting for this. Quite get rid of that just yet because of VR. Well, that's true. VR may help out with keeping Five Nights alive, but it won't last forever, dude. There's no way.
See, the interesting idea, but I don't see, unless there's a complete redesign of Five Nights at Freddy's, it doesn't really work, because that static camera angle is part of the thing that makes Five Nights at Freddy's so important. If you can just literally switch your head and like be at a door and look behind you, it's not really going to have the same effect. It's really based on having a static camera angle at the door, the cameras, the vent, or the other door, or whatever they added in later, because there's different, the different designs for the different levels. But yeah. Anyway, No Man's Sky, man. No Man's Sky. It's finally completely it's getting released on my birthday, bitches, so you know what to get me. Yep, it's finally gone gold. It's finally been completed. After 4 years of being in development, there's literally a completed copy on a Blu-ray disc. They tweeted out the picture of the entire team standing around the disc. And you're like... And, yeah, literally, And just so you understand, if you guys don't understand the following behind this game,
I thought that was...
this has already been delayed twice.
And actually, it was delayed the first time, but wasn't, like, the second time it was delayed in such a way they thought it was going to just fucking drop.
A lot of people thought it was going to drop, but it wasn't.
Because of the second delay. Like, the way it went about, I don't know, something to do with the second delay, a lot of people thought it was just going to fall off and that was going to be the end of it.
Oh, yeah, that's the one they received death threats on.
Yes, yeah. So...
Because they knew the game hadn't actually been completed, and it was still getting pushed back. Like, it was still incomplete on the day that they said it was going to be released. So... Yeah. And, it has to be completed far before release, because it has to be produced and, uploaded to servers and all that jazz. So... Yeah, but... I'm in, like, post-coital happiness at that is. I have been waiting up for No Man's Sky for very long.
Oh.
Wow, you guys are rude. I feel the love. Oh yeah, I forgot to change our curse blocker.
That's alright, Pierce. It's alright. Yeah. It's one of those things that we just need to adjust on the bot itself, Pierce. That's all. Or actually, I guess it's on Twitch, isn't it? That's doing that.
It is on Twitch.
Yeah.
And,
I've got the bot set. We don't have to worry about that one.
Right. But yeah, No Man's Sky, man. No Man's Sky. Just gonna be me giggling like school. But really, the only news is that it's actually 100% complete, and I'm just very happy. Little fists flailing. So this next one, I'm very sad that Cyril's not here for this.
Yeah, I kind of
Because it
am
might
too.
be something he could finally beat it on.
No, I'm not gonna go that far with it.
Fair enough. But also, if they don't know what we're talking about, this sounds like something incredibly pornographic. Something
No.
he could finally beat it on.
Nah, that's funny. That's funny. It does sound kind of pornographic, doesn't it?
I just realized that.
Yeah. No, what we
I
are
just
talking
read-
about is the fact that Final Fantasy VII is
there.
now available on mobile.
Which, for me, this is incredibly exciting because you have no idea how many fucking phones and devices I've actually, like, gotten the PlayStation emulator running on and had to, like, configure, like, 300,000 settings to make it actually work decently. And
Well,
played
I thought
Final
that was
Fantasy
what...
VII on the phone.
That was not what that was. Okay. Anyways.
Nice job.
Well, it showed a video, and it was said something about Final Fantasy VII amongst the title of the
It's
video,
it's
and it
the
ended
PS4
up
one.
going to the... Yeah, it's fucking re-released for the next one. I'm like, well, no. Anyways.
It was in May. Well, I feel bad, Piers. Happy belated birthday, my buddy. Happy belated birthday. I'll find something.
Oh, his birthday was in...
somewhere.
Damn, in May. Oh, we'll have to mark that down on the calendar so we can, you know, we can come up with something. I don't know. We'll sing you happy birthday on
I
the
need to
stream.
make a birthday room in my Discord.
There you go. There you go. That works.
PP.
Yep.
Make a Discord for Mindless Banter. Thinking, brains doing things. Because you can make a separate one for that.
Yeah, we should, shouldn't we? That's a very good idea. Didn't
And
think
that way
of that.
people can post articles. Yeah, I just thought of that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right, moving on. So that's coming soon, guys. Discord, Mindless Banter Discord. Yeah, for those of you who are gonna like the idea, we'll get that. Yeah. Why are you guys not giving us these ideas? Come on, you're supposed to be helping us out.
You're letting us think we're derps as shit.
Jesus
derpy as
Christ.
shit. Derps as shit isn't even a word. That's how derpy we are. We are derps as shit, guys.
I'm gonna give it to him. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Because that was a
it's a
thing.
separate one, because me and PP both have our own Discord. I think those are more for our streams and our community.
Yeah, no,
I think we should
that's
have
for
one
our stuff
Mindless
specific.
Banter.
Mindless Banter has to have its own thing. That's definitely.
Yeah, we're trying to make Mindless Banter separate and professional. There's exciting things coming in the works that unfortunately we can't really talk about, but we're trying to make
We're
this
hoping.
show the best that it can be.
Yes.
Hopefully, coming down the pipeline. And we're trying to make the show as professional as we can be and give you the best experience you can, even though I literally threw this document together at 7 in the morning while passing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Final Fantasy VII released on Android. Although I have to point out, in typical fucking Square Enix style, way overpriced for what it is.
Yeah.
$16, $15.99, which is pretty much the price for any like Final Fantasy game released on there.
Well, yeah. That's,
On mobile, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to point out a game that, in my opinion, is just as expansive and epic. Fucking KOTOR only cost you $10, and you can get that on Android. So
Yep.
you can do it. It's just Square Enix being greedy cunts.
Pretty much.
Just Android for right now. I don't know if they actually have an announced iOS release date.
I
or if they're
didn't see
planning on doing
anything on iOS for that as of the moment, but that doesn't mean they won't work their way into it. I'm sure there will be enough of you Apple butt hurt motherfuckers who are going to scream for it, and it'll happen.
Yeah, but that's all Apple can do is scream for it because they can't actually, sideload apps in. It's like,
This is
see,
true.
on the Android, I wasn't super worried about it, like I said, because I can sideload in a PlayStation emulator and put the entire ISO on here and play the game.
Yep.
It's a pain in the ass, but I can do it.
Yep.
Now I can just download it a lot easier. But for iOS, unless you do a really complicated jailbreak system, and you have to have an illegal, online app, which technically violates Apple's terms of service agreement,
Yep.
download the app, install it, and do all that stuff. And it's just, it's one of the reasons I don't like Apple. Apple was very proprietary with their things. They only want you to fix their things with them. I could go into a tangent about why I hate Apple. Let's just move along. 'Cause
Yeah.
Our show will go into a 4-hour long. And it'll just be 2 hours to be like, fucking Apple!
Interesting.
No. It's not that jailbreak is illegal. Jailbreak is 100% legal. That
Yes.
is absolutely true. Cydia, the online store for Apple jailbroken phones, is technically illegal. Or Cydia, or whatever. SCYDIA.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're actually supposed to pronounce that. I know the jailbreaking is 100% illegal. Like I said, I know that's entirely illegal. The phone companies themselves support that. You can take any jailbroken phone to Verizon, and they will try to make it work on their system if they have the ability to, if it's within the right cell phone tower structure and stuff like that. That is 100% legal. But the actual App Store violates your terms of service agreement when you load up your iPhone. I like how he's like, well, that's totally illegal. Oh, well, what isn't illegal?
Pretty much, yeah. Okay, so moving into the next thing here, right? Yeah. CD Projekt Red. Yeah, that's great. They're for those of you who are who are backers for things, you'll like this idea. They're seeking a producer for Cyberpunk, apparently.
Well, no, they're not. It's not a backer thing, but
well.
It's just that they are seeking somebody to produce their new game. Now that The Witcher 3 is finally well and done, completed, all the DLC has come out. The universe is where it's going to be. It is in its final stage.
Right.
There's nothing else coming out within The Witcher 3's universe. They have a new game coming out called Cyberpunk 2077, and it looks very interesting. I mean, there's not a ton of information out there, but it is like a futuristic cyberpunk dystopian world, and it's very different from the Witcher 3 universe that already exists. So it's like considering CD Projekt Red, that's what they're known for.
Right.
It is a very interesting step for them to go to, and I love CD Projekt Red's games, even the first one, which was very overly complicated, the first Witcher. And it is, I'm looking forward to it. I love the cyberpunk world. I really wish a lot more games would go back to that. That was more of a thing that took root in the 90s with Deus Ex and System Shock and things like that. That's when it became huge.
Yep.
And now then it moved on to like steampunk in the 2000s. And I kind of miss the old cyber techno punk where it's just like crazy hacking and everybody's got cybernetic enhancements and things like that. It was an interesting concept. It's one of the reasons I love this game. There's a game called Hard Reset, which basically goes back not only to the old school cyberpunk, but it goes back to the old school or FPS mechanics from the 90s, where it's not auto recovering health and all that stuff. Like, it's actually the old school find your health packs, find your weapon, shoot the fuck out of everybody kind of game. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's one of those games we got to wait for more information to really know about. But CD Projekt Red is a very good developer. They're a great company, and like I said, I'm really happy for a new Cyberpunk game because it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Cyberpunk, so yeah, no, that was all you on that one. Sorry, I was useless there.
To be fair.
Well, yeah, I try.
No, you don't.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. Don't try to bullshit a bullshitter.
Well, All right, so do we have anything else we needed to throw in there? Anything we found recently? Anyone got well, I don't want to ask if anyone has anything, because they'll start throwing things that we're going to look at and go, well...
You know what? If you guys want to throw in an article or two in the chat, feel more than welcome to. When one of us isn't reading the upcoming fail story, we'll try to check it out and see if it works for our show.
Tell you what, whisper it to Mindless Banter, because otherwise we got to do the permit every time they want to throw a link.
Or whisper it to me. I don't
care. Or
care.
whisper it to Max. Either one, yeah.
Because I probably will know more about it than he will.
More than likely, yes.
That's not me being mean, guys. Before you're like, wow, you're an asshole. I just have I obsessively follow a gaming news, and PP doesn't have time for that shit. There is no new. Ninu Nanu. Okay.
I was waiting for that. I was wondering if he was gonna go there, and he did.
Okay. There is no new news. That's a fucking tongue twister. That's a very
cross-platform between Xbox One and PC. No, there's nothing new. I'm pretty sure there
is no new news for that that we've seen.
Sure, always an ass. Wow.
It's true.
This is true.
And I gotta find one too.
I don't know about all that noise, but anyways.
I do. I have a mirror.
Wow. I just get this image of him, standing in the mirror, all Bill Buffalo like.
I'm bouncing there going, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge. He just sitting there looking in the mirror like, I'd do me.
I got some lotion on the back if you...
I'd fuck me.
Yep, that's exactly what came to mind, yeah. Moving on!
Rock League is still meant to be in the pipeline for the cross-platform, they just haven't released any new information about it. I don't know when it's coming out. I don't have any specific dates, but I know they are working on it. There is server issues they have to do. It's the same thing they had to do with PS4. Like, you couldn't actually have friends on the other platform, and there's other things because each both the PC, the Steam release, and the Xbox release, as well as the PS4 release, has their own terms of service as far as online interaction goes, and most of them technically prohibit certain things within each other. So they're having to work it all out, especially since they're technically cross-platforming 3 systems together instead of just 2. So it's becoming a lot more difficult.
Okay. Okay, anything else that you can think of that we need to throw down?
No, like I said, guys, feel free to wish for me any articles you have. I will check them when PP's reading some of the fail stories.
Yep.
And I think we're going to segue right into that.
Yep, that's the idea. We're going to get right into your fail stories today. Actually, I think you guys are going to like some of these. Oh, yes. You know it's good when stupid people start going, yay, fail stories! Oh, goodness. You guys are not prepared for this, and I don't really care. Alright, everybody, it is your weekly fail stories. All of these people had the perfect plan. Nothing could possibly go wrong. But it did. Oh, somewhere, somehow. This has gone sideways. And every time it does that, every time, it becomes an uber, an ultra, dare I say it, even a mega fail. That actually sounded not too bad. That's kind of scary.
Because I went falsetto this time.
I noticed that. You were like all up on that idea. That was craziness.
Up on it! Jump on it! Jump on it! Bing, 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 bing.
Oh,
So,
good night.
I had to Apache this shit.
That's all good. That's all good. So this
So is it a fail that we failed to fail the fail part?
that's a good possibility. It might. Yeah, I think that counts. Yeah.
Because we actually made it sound good.
Fail. Why did the pitch mess up on that? All right, that was a fail on its own. There it goes. Fail. There it is. That's perfect. All right. So, do you want this first one, or I don't even know if you've looked through them. Yeah, go ahead.
I like this one. So, trainers for Tony Robbins motivational seminars told News 8 that walking on coals is a very emotional experience for people, and that participants were doing something they didn't think was possible. But we saw just how painful a reality that exercise was for a large group of people attending the Unleash the Power Within seminar in Dallas on Thursday night. Why did you minimize? Okay. Several ambulances were staged outside the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. Paramedics treated dozens of people from sold-out program for burn injuries to their feet and legs. 5 people were taken to the hospital. That's really motivational, guys.
Yeah.
Try something and fail.
Fail. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Motivational, but you could hurt yourself. Oh wait, that part was left out, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay, so
This one has a video.
this one does have a video. You're right, and I didn't even notice that at first. So I'm just gonna. Thing is, kind of get it so I can. Well, they're gonna see the title of the next one anyways. Fuck it, who cares? Doesn't matter. So some woman went through the car wash and forgot to close her sunroof. It looks like she had the bottom part closed. You know, the part that blocks out the light, right? You know. But the blonde part must have kicked in because she forgot to close the actual glass part above that. In which case the water starts pouring in. This should be good.
Unfortunately, you're not able to hear the sounds, but the sounds are kind of amazing.
Oh, no, I had the sounds on.
Oh, good. Just that woman going nuts.
Oh my god! Look at me! It's a treat.
I'm sorry, we're watching that again.
Creature. There's some over here, man. Oh, balloonist.
It deserves another watch. Just for that woman freaking out.
Say hi. For the lenses.
And the one girl holding the lag.
Catch up! Fuck! Give me a rag, Jack! Hurry up! God damn it! Fucking goddamn window, you fucker! Oh my god!
Yes, blame the window!
Close the fucking window!
Fail.
That was a special kind of fail. That's pretty stupid.
Okay.
Who the hell closes that without closing the top part?
I have
like,
no
honestly,
idea.
I've never seen somebody do that before.
I don't
That's a
fucking
special
know.
kind of stupid.
Oh, it is a special kind of stupid. An unbelievably special kind of stupid. Oh,
I'm
my
unbelievably
God.
special.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I wanted to read this one, but I will let you have it just because that's the way the order fell. But yeah, this is great.
Yo, you can do this one because you didn't really read the last thing. You just played a video.
This is okay. Sure, I guess we'll go with that. So, a 33-year-old woman in Canada was at a restaurant with her 29-year-old brother on Tuesday. They tried to walk out on a bill of $135. So that's a hell of a sneak out. First off, now their names haven't been released, but apparently they had dinner.
Wait.
and what?
Question.
Huh?
Canadian bill to American.
I'm not sure what the Papa figured that up. I'm not doing it. That's too much fucking brain work for me.
I'll Google it. Hold on.
That works. You can do that.
I want to know what that is actually to our money. So just
Well, I don't know if they might have figured it up as because it says $135 bill. It doesn't say, I don't know if they.
Yeah, but they use the dollar symbol.
Yeah, that's true. Who knows? But apparently, they had dinner and were drinking pretty fucking heavily. But the whole dine and dash thing didn't work out so well because the cops managed to track them down nearby and arrested them. Now, they probably would have gone back in the restaurant anyways. Mainly because the woman left her 10-year-old daughter at the restaurant when they bolted out the door. Apparently, they forgot her. Maybe they were hammered or maybe the daughter just wasn't down with their idiotic plan. It's not entirely clear, but the mom and her brother are both.
With the sickness.
They're both being facing fraud charges for walking out on a bill, and they're due in court next month. The woman's daughter is currently staying with Child Protective Services. Fail.
Yeah, that was special.
Yeah.
That was pretty special. So, next fail story. A
Yeah.
suspected car thief was taken into custody with the help of a police canine after leading police on a chase through Chula Vista Wednesday night. Officers found the man hiding somewhere in some bushes after he crashed a stolen Honda Civic near Interstate 5 and Anita Street. The chase started around 10:30 p.m. Officers lost track of the suspect after he got off the freeway at Palomar Street. It is not immediately known the charges the man faces. That wasn't really much of a fail story. I'm a little disappointed in that one.
No, I don't even want to hit the fail on that one, really. That was more just an interesting story of the canine there. That's pretty much what that is. All right, so
I knew you would like this one.
yeah.
Seems like something you would do.
Yep, pretty much. So we're all used to people running around with guns. That when someone's armed with anything else, we have no fear, right? So in other words, we're so used to the guns. If someone comes after you with a knife or, pipe or something, you're just like, whatever.
Listen, I'm pretty sure I'd still be pretty scared if somebody came after me with a knife.
Yeah, I can see that. But still, it's not quite as scary as having someone pointing a gun at you. But 33-year-old guy named Noah Dassett broke into a house in Northport, Florida. We've gone to Johnner's land. Here we go. Just the other week. But the couple that lives there caught him. And when they realized his only weapon was a baseball bat, their fear was gone. And the game was on, because the guy started wrestling with Noah, got the bat away from him, then he held him down while his wife grabbed the bat and started beating him with his own bat. He eventually did manage to get to run away, but he got caught whenever he went to the hospital, and he was arrested and hit with felony charges and armed burglary and battery. Fail.
So we have another video fail, which is unusual for us.
Yeah, 2 in one day. It's scary.
So we'll do this, and then I'll read the next one. Which I'm excited for the next one, as you can see by that title.
Yeah.
Just about got it. Oy, oy.
It's especially kind of stupid on how to park your Porsche.
Yeah.
My favorite part about the story, guys, is apparently this video led them to catching a teen hit and run suspect because of how bad this person was at parking that somebody reported it.
Yep. It's just, yeah.
Pretty sure a monkey would do a better job here. Have you ever seen Grandma's Boy? Come on.
Hey, he makes a good point there.
Drive, monkey, drive!
Okay, yeah, we know how this is going to end. I'm done watching this. I
No,
just
you
have
gotta
to.
see the end.
Oh, come on, really?
Press it.
Fail.
The end is the best part when they actually get in.
Jumanji.
Or Jumanji. Yep.
Yeah, he got it in.
Okay, that was the best. Okay, we're done.
Jesus fucking Christ, that poor car.
That poor Porsche in that garage, Jesus Christ. Both of them, man.
That's 2 fails, fuck 'em. Okay,
Well,
fail.
considering the parking was a fail and it helped them catch a hit and run suspect, it really is a
Yeah,
fail.
yeah, wow. Just fucking wow. Okay, so go ahead with the next one here. This is, yeah.
I'm happy for this one.
You and me both.
37-year-old Abdul Muhammad was an employee at ABC Liquor Store in Tampa, Johnersland. He called his bosses on April 19th to tell them that he couldn't come in for a while because his mother was sick and he had to take care of her. That was a lie! Turns out the reason Abdul actually couldn't come into work is because he'd been shot. And he got shot when he tried to rob one of the other ABC Liquor Store locations. While he was robbing the place, he shot 2 of the employees in their faces after one of them shot him in the hand. Fortunately, everyone survived, and Abdul went to the hospital and gave the fake name James King. Police eventually figured it out.
It's a horrible fake name. Fail. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
They need to go to the supernatural style of fake names.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Police eventually figured it out and arrested Abdul for robbery and using a firearm during a violent crime. He's in court this week faking a minimum of 10 years in prison and a maximum of life in federal prison.
And fail again.
Which I have to point out that I
Fail.
realized this earlier on. If you guys are overseas, if you guys are in the UK, life in an American prison system is far worse than most other countries. Like, we have a really shitty prison system.
Yeah.
I've seen documentaries about, like, prison systems all over the world. Ours is, like, one of the worst. And we have, like, the most people incarcerated per capita in the world. It's bad.
Oh yeah, it's horrible. Okay, so so a video shows Rodarius Collins, 18, Marcus Parker, 27, and a third man riding in a car while blasting music and showing off wads of cash, ranging from 20s to 100s.
Fat stack of cash, bitches.
Right. They also reference a safe, which, upon further investigation, had stolen jewels with a value of about $500,000, from what the police told this reporting station.
$500,000.
Yeah. Though he has yet to be identified, police believe the third man in the car also took part within the crimes. The reason that these men were caught is because this video was posted to Facebook. So they're bragging about the fact that they've robbed thousands of dollars from homes in Florida and the safe. So the Miami, I believe it's Miami, yeah, the Miami police were able to track them down because of the Facebook video, because if you post a video on Facebook, it's going to go to your Facebook name, which is going to allow them to be able to figure out where the fuck you are.
Well, plus Facebook in America legally has to...
Fail. Oh yeah, if it has anything to do with the possibility of a crime, they have to hand that information over, yes. So, yeah.
Even if they used a fake name.
Yeah,
They don't give them the IP address, any location they've ever logged into.
Yep.
Any personal information they might have deleted on there, because it all gets stored in Facebook servers for about 7 years. Things like that.
Yep, pretty much. You want the next one there?
Yeah. Yes! Yes, I do! I just read what it was.
Yes, yes.
So, a 57-year-old guy named Arnold Liansky was pulled over in Fort Pierce, Johner's Land last week for having a brake light out. Apparently, Arnold was outraged and started getting pretty animated when he argued with the cop. Think Italian, hand-waving everywhere animation. He also had a cast in his right arm. And while he was flailing around, a rock of crack cocaine fell out. Cop picked it up, and Arnold told him, quote, "I thought I got rid of it along with the others when I first saw you." Which is not a great excuse. Actually, it's a pretty fucking terrible excuse. Yeah. He was arrested for cocaine possession right away.
Okay, so we're gonna give him a fail on the fact that he was stupid enough to wave his arms around and have that one fall out. Fail. Secondly, he did not go with the typical "that's not mine" case. You know, that would have been a little more believable, possibly. Not really, because this is, his arm cast, for fuck's sake. Yeah. But he didn't even attempt to do the "it's not mine." He went straight with, not only is it mine, but there's more back there somewhere.
Well, they don't need to go get it. They could literally just, that's a good full confession right there.
Right. I'm just saying, though, they could have gone back and looked and been like, "Oh, look, there it is, right there, absolutely." Oh my god. Anyways. So this is poetic justice, actually. I like this one.
Drug ones today. Sorry, continue.
Poetic justice at its best. Police in Virginia say a restaurant worker's husband chopped a suspect armed robber with a cleaver to get him out of the shop. The Virginia Pilot reports police records say that 19-year-old Jabri Brown entered Crazy Wings with a gun Sunday and demanded money from the cashier and a customer.
Hold on, I just a small caveat. There's a fucking restaurant named Crazy Wings, and I need to go there. I am a chicken wing fiend.
Yes, indeed.
That sounds amazing. Continue on.
So records say the cashier tried wrestling the gun from Brown as he was putting the customer's money into his pocket. That's when police say the cashier's husband came from the kitchen and chopped Brown's shoulder with a cleaver, leaving 2 deep wounds. Brown fled with the money, but was later found and taken to a hospital. He's since been taken into custody on charges of robbery and use of a firearm and a felony. It's unclear whether or not he has an attorney, though. Fail. That is so
Pretty
awesome.
sure he should get one from the state, unless he's just really high and just, like, doesn't want one.
I don't know, but he needs another fail for that, just because. Fail.
So this next story certainly sounds more interesting than selling vacuum cleaners or crappy magazines door to door.
That's true. It's true.
A 56-year-old guy from Casper, Wyoming, named Thomas Glenn, was walking around on Monday night, knocking on people's doors, trying to get them to buy something from him. And that something was cocaine!
Can we just fail that immediately? Walking door to door selling cocaine.
What's the coke?
Fail. Yeah. Okay.
One of Thomas's potential customers finally called the cops, and he was arrested for possession of cocaine, possession of meth, and possession of a controlled substance with the intent to deliver. There's no word on whether or not he made any sales before he got caught. I don't even know if he made any money from it. I wonder if he can pay bail from that money.
Fail. Okay. So, Jackson Police Commander Tyree Jones tells WDay TV that witnesses told police they saw a man enter a Church's Chicken just before 5 a.m. on Tuesday. He stole 3 boxes of frozen chicken and then rode off on his super sweet pedal bike. Jones says that police... Right. Jones says police caught up with 77-year-old suspect several blocks away. Police did not release the man's name or said if any charges were actually filed. 77, you've stolen 3 boxes of frozen chicken and rode away on a pedal bike.
I'm imagining
Fail.
one of those old-fashioned bikes with like the baseball card and the spokes.
Right.
Just
Now,
like an audio cue. He's over there.
I was going to give him 2 fails for this because stealing frozen chicken from a church's chicken at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting caught. Secondly, riding away on a bike. But the fact that the man is 77 years old and is still physically fit enough to just try and ride away with 3 boxes of frozen chicken on a bike, I had to remove one of those fails. We had to remove it. I had
Was
to.
it Simpsons? He does something
Kind
like
of.
fails like that?
Kind of, yeah. I was going to do it twice until I saw he was 77. And I'm like, nope, he's in that kind of condition. He's doing that at that age. I can't give him 2. I can't.
So once everybody stops being mad at the following story, they're going to have to appreciate the irony, right? 46-year-old guy from Monmouth, Oregon. Oregon. I don't know. Monmouth?
Monmouth, yeah, Monmouth, something like that. It's in Oregon. Who cares?
Monmouth guys, named Eric Jones was driving drunk this weekend and missed a turn. So he crashed through a fence and collided with a truck that was parked outside a collision repair shop. But
Convenient.
that's not even the most ironic part. No, it's the truck that hit Eric that had "Don't drink and drive" painted on the side of it. Guy who owns the repair shop and the truck says he painted it on his old truck as a public service announcement and a warning. Big miss on both counts. Anyway, Eric was arrested for drunk driving.
That's rather awesome. It is. Fail. Okay, guys, so, police arrested a Norwalk man earlier Saturday on suspicion of gun possession by a convicted felon after he jaywalked in front of a police car. Jaywalking. How does jaywalking really get you caught? I mean, nobody ever fucking cares about that half the time nowadays. So Mark Espinoza, 24, was arrested following the 3:55 a.m. encounter at Fair Oaks Avenue and Mountain Street, according to Pasadena police. Officers were on patrol when Espinoza crossed against the red light in front of them. He said they attempted to talk to him about his violation, and he took off running. Somebody mistyped the shit out of that. The officers noted that Espinoza repeatedly reached toward his waistband as they chased for him on foot. Marcotta said that when they ultimately caught up with him and placed him in handcuffs, the officers found a small revolver in his pocket.
The alternative question, was it really a small revolver, or was he just happy to see them?
Right. Fail. So there you go, guys. That's all we've got for you. We're ending with the idiot. Jaywalking gets you caught on your crime. That's great. That is great.
Yeah, I didn't get any articles, so
Yeah. Wow.
I think we're good here.
Yep. Okay, so I didn't get anything. Yeah, I didn't get anything whispered in. So I guess we are good to go, guys. Everything froze on my side. I don't know why it did that. Who knows? One of those kind of things. Yeah, that's about what you look like too. Actually, you had said sideways like, and it froze that way. That's exactly what that was. That was kind of creepy. So, anyways, I don't have anything to add. I don't think anyone else does. Looks like we're good to go. Thank you all for hanging out with us today. Next Sunday should be the 3 of us again. Be the entire, the 3 Musketeers. We'll be back.
Unless I have to work.
Yeah, that's just a possibility.
It would be very boring without me, right, guys? I want to see some Max hype up in chat, bitches.
Don't do it, guys. It's a tarp. So.
Fuck that guy. Give me the hype.
Anyway. So, we will see you guys next week. It will be 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, twitch.tv, as well as the YouTube channel. You guys should have all of that. Tell your friends. Thank you all for the tweet outs. We had a shit ton of tweet outs today. It was fucking great. I love it. Thank you all for the hosts. I love all of your faces. I don't believe there's actually going to be a game night tonight. Doesn't look like anyone's really put forth any effort to try and show up for that. So, yeah. Max, are you doing anything after this, or what do you got going?
I haven't quite decided. I might stream a little later tonight. I haven't quite decided. Follow my Twitter, though, if you'd like any information on that. I'm definitely streaming tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do tonight as well.
Okay. Well, I have a plan on streaming tonight. I believe I'm going to try. Yeah, I know. Crazy, isn't it? I don't have to be up as early tomorrow. So, yeah. The idea is going to be that we're going to play some Ark. I'm going to see about, I'm going to try and find some animals that we can tame because I keep losing a fucking bird. Goddamn RGs. Anyways, so I'll be doing that. That will be in about 40 minutes or so. I'm going to throw some stuff in it. Fuck you too, Max. I'm going to throw some stuff in the laundry, take care of a few things, get stuff ready for work, and then I will be back here to do a normal stream of some ARC for you guys. So for those of you that wanted to hang out for that, you should know where I'm at. The name's down there with the with the little Prowling Panther head. You can't miss it.
Can I just point out Pierce's story?
What's up?
Some guy at his work called in sick and went to see a soccer game. He sat next to somebody with a huge hat in the crowd and returned to work finding out he no longer had a job. I'm sure the camera zoomed in on the huge hat. So
And then he was seeing his boss was like, 1 and 1 is 2. Yeah, 1 and 1 equals 2. Holy shit. Way to go, sir. Way to go. That's awesome. Thank you, Pierce. I enjoyed the story. That's awesome. So, yes, we will see you guys next week. Again, thank you for hanging out. Keep in touch with our Twitter right there, at mindless_BANTR, because I have it set up. So, yeah, Banter. So it will be tweeting out the stories we have talked about this week at random about every few hours or so. A new story will come out on that. Well, not new. A story we've covered will come out on that.
And also keep up on that, because what I'm going to try to do is stories that I find throughout the week that I don't think we're going to put in the story in the show.
Yes.
That we won't talk about, things that don't really interest us. I'm going to try to add those into an auto tweet thing as
Yes.
well. So keep your eye out for that, guys.
Yes, indeed. And we will try and throw those down in between the other tweets. I think I've got it set for 7, 3, and 11s is what it's doing for my time. Anyways. So yes, thank you all for hanging out. We appreciate your faces. Love all of you. We will see you guys next week. For those of you who are going to show up for my stream later, I will see you there. If you don't show up, hey, yeah, it's Sunday. You got shit to do. I'm not worried about it.
Stream. I mean,
Right, yeah, no, they definitely won't. That's just not how that's going to end.
actually,
at all.
Probably will.
Are on their way.
Anything's
Nintendo-
possible. Wow. Okay, something just started playing sound. Thank you very much. It can go away.
Bribed them all.
That doesn't surprise me in the least little bit, actually. That does not surprise me at all in the least little bit for you.
Not even a little bit. Alright,
Oh, what the hell? Why did this change?
maybe you should just end before we keep getting
There we go.
anything.
Well, no, I was trying to move over to the ending song, but the ending song changed something on me. That was weird. So we will see you guys later. Have a great week. Hopefully you guys won't have to work too hard. And, yeah, good time zone. Thank you for coming out.
Bye, guys!
Have a great one.